Okay, we have imported our audio, we've named it, but we haven't examined a lot of it. So here's where you go in and you add the specific names. We got the event name, we got the date, we got the photographer or videographer at the end. Now this is the shot title. We're going in, we're looking through, and while we do, we are trying to figure out what are some good audio shots that we can list, what are some good video shots that we can use. We can try to label those so that we know. Without having to list them all over here. But we want to find some audio for the main track in our Premiere. And then we want some video to go with what the anchors are saying. So we're trying to think, what will we say when we use these shots? We have 2 interviews, but they only talk about their specific section. They don't talk about the whole event. So they aren't going to be under the whole thing. They might be in their specific section if we can find some B-roll to go with these, the soccer coach and the library activities. We will see. So, to browse through your footage, you just click on the top one, hit spacebar, and it automatically starts playing. Doesn't even need load time. I called this a whole crowd shot. It's kind of panning across the crowd. This would be great to just say, a lot of people came out to MHS Swarm Night. So we can just go, a lot of people came to MHS Swarm Night this month. That's what we would say with that. And if we want to just remember that that goes with that, I can just copy this name and paste it right here. I'll just put a little reference. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. I don't think I pushed Command C. Command V. There we go. So that's what file I would use. A lot of people came to MHS Swarm Night this month. I see educational games. Educational games. Kid in chef hat. More games. Drill team waving. I see gym floor, volleyball players. I don't know whether this was part of the event. Were they here to entertain us? Or was this an actual competition? So we'd have to look into that. Volleyball players. I see kid kicking soccer ball, but I didn't see the soccer ball. So we should hang around and try to get the shot with a kid actually kicking the ball. So it looks like we're set up to do that. There's a kid getting ready to go, but oh, we cut off on the shot. So I don't know if she's the one who kicked or what happened, but we missed that. Okay, I believe this is the step team doing a dance. Doesn't have good audio, but we definitely want to name this step team. So I'm going to change 1186, rename, step dance. I may be wrong, but somebody can correct me. 87. Yep, step team. This is kind of a shaky shot. Let's see if it can get still enough for us to use the material. There are people passing. We could get this shot. The audio's kind of it has people yelling. Okay. So we're going to have to change the name a little bit here, and we can call it Step Performs. But what are our anchors saying? Kids got to enjoy a lot of educational games. And what specifically did we see? Involving some math skills, technology, and athletics. Because we saw that soccer thing. So now we can find the pictures to go with the math skills, the dice picture, the technology. That's all in here. So we've just referenced that, and later we'll find the shots to go with it. Okay, more step. I should have labeled these so I'm not rewatching. That was the soccer kick. Okay, this is step call, so rename. I'm just changing the middle numbers because those mean nothing to us. Step, shout. That's pretty good. Okay, here we go. Step beat. Okay, so far we know guests got to watch the step team perform. And we can mesh between those clips. The more clips you have, the more you would say with it. So just think about how you can elaborate on that so you can use more of your shots. Such as they did a number of dances, getting the crowd. I'm thinking upbeat. I need to say that a different way, so I'm just going to upbeat. Pumped up, that's what it was. Okay, so 1190 changes to another rename. I just think pumped up when I see that shot. Step pumped. This is another crowd shot. It's a still crowd shot, so we could just call this crowd still. And then we could choose between the two, or we can refer back to the crowd in the end. Crowd still. So let's just go ahead and add that to the script. MHS is grateful that on its second annual Swarm Night event, so many people were able to be involved and participate. And we don't have to do the specific shot, just crowd shot. We know to look for that. So where was I? Let's go ahead. There's the volleyball. That's that soccer. Oh, here's more step. See, we have so many step shots that we could actually use this and mesh it together. Oh, they're welcoming the people. So step welcome. So we can add a lot of people came to MHS Swarm Night this month. And organizations. Let's not start with and. Organizations and clubs welcomed people to the event. Step welcome. Oh, here's our interview. So we want to play this library activities interview. So let's lead into this with our script too. Kids got to enjoy a lot of educational games involving some math skills, technology, and athletics. Guests got to watch the step team perform. Some of the activities involved crafts and reading. Here's where we can jump to the Swarm Library interview. Okay. I don't have much to go with that yet, so we'll check that out later. There's a concession stand. Is this a good shot we can use? It looks like it's part of the other thing. It doesn't look like it's part of this event. To refer to that, we could say it was a great opportunity for kids to try out their costumes early. And then we will just call this costumes. It's just one costume. Costume. So in Premiere, when we pull this up, we can search for that one called costume. Oh my. Come down here. Nope. Wait. Okay. I see Cupid Shuffle. All I see is feet. I could see that this was probably not trying for a wide shot. Probably would be better to get closer and see more expression in the feet if we're going to use that. Ooh, this is gear. It was a great opportunity for kids to try out their costumes early. For adults to stock up on Skeeter Nation supplies. And I'm going to call that gear, so let's just search gear. Here's another organization performing. The band performed. So we talked about step team. Guests got to watch the step team perform. They did a number of dances and got pumped up. Step shots. The band, the Mighty Maroon Band, also played. While the drill team performed, also played. It would be nice to decorate up that sentence a little bit more, but we want to make sure it's in the drill team performed. So I'm going to abbreviate these MMB. I guess I'll call this one band and drill. I'm going to put an A at the beginning because this one has good audio that we may use. This one does too. It's a bit shaky of a shot, and there's this girl behind this girl in here. Nice. So it may be too much movement, but band and drill too. Okay, so I could say also played, giving a good, setting the stage for the is it the Maroon All-Stars? I'll just say the All-Stars. You guys can correct me. So we're going to band and drill shots here. So basically we're looking through our footage, figuring out what we want to use, labeling it, and giving a plan for how we're going to tie this all together by writing a script. So that was a start. There's a lot more here. So this could give a lot of content for a lot of different features. Mainly we want to get a good one to go into the next news segment, but we could get multiple ones and post them because I think Mr. Sarpy would love these. So if somebody wants to just practice with all this footage we have, you aren't changing the footage, you won't be renaming the footage once it's already got its name, but you'll be referencing it and trying to figure out what is the reporter going to say to put with the shots and give yourself kind of a reference for what shots are you going to use. Then when you get in Premiere, well, you have the audio, you have the reporter recording, and then it's just nice and easy. You can record the reporter onto a mic and not show the reporter at all, or you could record the reporter with the green screen in the background and make it look like the reporter was at the event. So, fun stuff. I hope you enjoy getting to work with actual